everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say thank you to everyone who is watching this video, those who have subscribed, and those who will be subscribed after watching this video. Yes, and as you're just watching right now, you can go ahead and subscribe. Thank you. So as you can see, we will be talking about the pros and cons of being a self-taught makeup artist. Yes, I know y'all are probably like, bro, you self-taught. Y'all know damn well I'm not self-taught. Let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the definition of a self-taught makeup artist. And honestly, every individual is a self-taught makeup artist. So if you do makeup, you are a self-taught makeup artist. And I mean that from watching YouTube videos, maybe watching your mother growing up, maybe even your sister. Who? Maybe even your brother. Okay, so with that being said, I would define a self-taught makeup artist anyone who's learned how to do makeup in any of those areas. Now for me, I would say I'm a little of both, but overall I am a pro makeup artist. And what does that mean? What is a pro makeup artist? Let's get into it. A pro makeup artist is basically someone who kind of gets their learning from a store or a professional. And professional, I mean someone who is qualified to teach you makeup. I don't mean your brother or your sister or even, you know, the girl next door. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and carve my eyebrows. Y'all know what that means, but I'm going back to the original. When I first started as a makeup artist, Nars was like my favorite brand. I literally thought it was like MAC, to be honest. I really thought it was MAC. I was like, that looks like MAC. Maybe they're a sister brand. They're not. They're not. Okay, so now we're gonna start off with carving out my eyebrows, and I'm going to get into what it means as far as the pros and the cons, okay? So the pros, let's start off with the pros. The pros of being a self-taught makeup artist, because there are some pros. I would say the knowledge. You have just a free range of knowing products, of going out there and doing your research, talking to this MUA, talking to this brand. So you have that range, the free range to do that. That's just, that's there. So when it comes to being self-taught, you have the knowledge. Yes, you have the free range, you have the ability, look at this brand, that brand. You can do whatever you want as being an independent, self-taught makeup artist. But let me stop you. Let me stop you. So if I'm a pro makeup artist, I get the knowledge too. I definitely have the free range, but my learning agenda, it's categorized, narrowed down, because there's like over 100 beauty brands. But when I started as a self-taught makeup artist, I started at Sephora. I didn't really start there. I started when I cut all my hair off. But overall, I started at Sephora. And I started at Sephora because it wasn't like I was looking to be a makeup artist. I just started there because I was like, ooh, this is money and it's holiday time and I need a job for school because I'm broke. I'm broke. Being at Sephora, I was able to get a lot of training. I was able, and it free training at that. I was able to touch products. I was able to talk to brand representatives. And with that, that says so much more than going on YouTube and Googling or searching what this brand is, what's the ingredients. You know, I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying that's the overall like con of the product knowledge of being a self-taught MUA, but in reality it is. You know, if you're talking to your viewers, your supporters, just kind of anybody that's following you and they honestly feel like, you know, they can go to you and ask you questions, be real with yourself. Am I going to pull some knowledge out my ass, or am I going to give them, you know, real facts? Okay, real facts, because I've came in contact with a lot of people who, you know, are self-taught makeup artists and they're giving advice, and I'm like, ooh, that's wrong. I don't know who told you that, but don't do that. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. We're gonna be back. Okay. So next we're gonna talk about independence. I spoke on this very briefly, but when you are a self-taught makeup artist, ideally you do have your independence. You don't have to worry about, you know, your boss or your co-workers, someone not liking what you're doing. pause there too. We'll get back to that. You know, being able to work with different brands, being able to, I just say, being able to just be yourself, you know. When I worked at Sephora, it was very difficult as far as just transition, because I came from a place where I was very independent. You know, I didn't really need people micromanaging me. It is what it is. But when I started at Sephora, it was very, very micromanaged. You know, you had your supervisors, you know, telling you what to do. I mean, they're gonna tell you what to do, but I didn't like being told what to do. So then you have the idea of the cashiers, you know, putting makeup back. You would be pretty much the get and go girl for everybody. Can you give me this? Can you bring me this to? Like, that was very annoying. You know, not being able to really just do anything, like anything. So I definitely would say those are the pros of being a self-taught makeup artist versus the cons of being a self-taught makeup artist. I definitely feel like when you have that independence to explore and to just be yourself, it definitely creates room for growth. My biggest takeaway from not being a self-taught makeup artist was my schedule. I literally worked every weekend in college, whether it was every other weekend, every weekend. And when I worked at Sephora, I started to get into the mindset of I want more for myself. I want to teach classes. I want to do this. And my boss definitely just told me, like, no, you can't do it. Sorry. And I'm like, wait, why? So, you know, the growth was the biggest thing as far as wanting to be a makeup artist and having those in my corner. I definitely would say that's also, you know, a downfall as not, you know, being a professional. You don't have people in your corner to really help you, opposed to, you know, working somewhere and, you know, if you're making a decision, you have someone to say, hey, I just don't think, or, you know, but I had to leave because I felt like my growth was being stunted. Okay, she was not trying to see chic doing them classes, and when I left, that's when I, you know, when God presented the opportunity for me to do makeup classes, and I did that. Okay, so I'm just saying. Okay, so my next point in this is actually knowing your self-worth. And I know y'all probably like, I mean, I know my self-worth because I'm an independent makeup artist, and I know my self-worth because I'm a pro makeup artist. Like, my definition for self-worth is really just knowing what you need as an artist. Right? Just know your needs equaling your self-worth. Your needs equal self-worth. If you know you need to see more clients because you need to learn more techniques, you know what your self-worth is, okay? Boom. So when I was working at Sephora, I was having a lot of, I guess, like, confusion. I was battling with myself a lot at Sephora. You know, there was times like I would just call out on the weekend because I did not want to be there. There was times where I just would not like my manager, you know, like avoid my manager. There was times where I just wouldn't do anything, to be honest. And that was because I knew my self-worth. Management was kind of rude. You know, when it comes to customer service and people, I'm very nice, I'm very hardworking, you know, I don't judge people. It is what it is, that's me. When you work at Sephora, it's very cliche. You got the cute girls, you got the mean girls, and it was very much of that. You know, you have clients coming in, you know, just even the way they're dealing with clients. Like, I know my self-worth. You know, I know I'm worthy to treat people very nicely. I'm not going to work under people who don't know how to do that, especially when it's towards customers. But when it's towards me, that's when we really got a problem. I do not like when I have to question my self-worth. Am I worthy? You know, like, do I need to really be at work while this lady is getting on my nerves? No, I do not. And then oftentimes too, as a self-taught makeup artist, you have to know your self-worth. You have to know if you're really good or if you're bad or if you're still in training. When I started as a makeup artist, I told people all the time, I am just starting out. I don't know what I'm doing. And I feel like a lot of people are not transparent about that. So you might get a self-taught makeup artist who just feels like they are the best, but in reality it's like, hunty, I about this, but then it goes back to who you are as an artist. If I'm self-taught, I know I'm gonna have to go out my way to make sure I'm worthy enough to get paid like these professionals. And so that's another thing, like a lot of people might not pay you the same amount as a professional makeup artist because they're like, oh, you're self-taught. Okay, I'm probably better than that makeup artist I was working at 2 weeks ago. Like, but I was very fortunate enough to work at Sephora because Sephora is like the gold. It was the gold mine of makeup. Like every brand, not every brand, but most popular brands that you think of were in Sephora. The issue was, you know, Sephora is not inclusive. You find that a lot. Like you will work at a brand or for a brand or a counter and you're literally only doing white people makeup, or you're only doing black people makeup, or you're only doing Spanish people makeup. Like that sucks, okay? Like you don't want to do one skin, you know, color. You like, I don't want to just do one form of makeup, and that's just why, you know, I'm a mixture of both. So I'm ultimately breaking this down because I'm a mixture of both. I'm self-taught and I am a professional, but that, like, everything under my belt vamps to self-taught for me, like, you know, but at the same time I won't, you know, take away from being self-taught. Like self-taught taught me a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out, and then we're gonna go ahead and move to the eyes. Trying to sweep away my under eye powder with my micro smooth powder by Sephora. This right here, I'm gonna buy me a new one today, but I wanted to use the Nars. This is a new soft velvet pressed powder, but I'm like, this look a little dark, so I'm going to use this more so for a bronzer, and I'm going to continue to use the micro smooth powder as my sweep away. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead with my soft velvet pressed powder. I'm excited about this. Ooh, it got a little fallout, but it's nice. Okay, and I'm gonna just go ahead and contour. So let's see. Yeah, this was gonna be way too dark. Way too dark. Definitely a new color for me because, oh my gosh, I really feel like, especially with brown skin, we have a tendency of going too red, and I had an incident with that the other day. Going too red or going too dark. So it is definitely one of those things where it's like you gotta find the right bronzer. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Punta Cana, and this is a bronzing powder by Nars, and I'm really excited about this too because, again, I need to expand my makeup, and this goes back to being self-taught makeup artist. I had to take a little break there. Y'all see how I did that? I have another pro and con for you. Is being a self-taught makeup artist, you might go broke, okay? You really might go broke. Being a self-taught makeup artist, like when I wasn't really working at Sephora, like I was just a cashier and just trying to get into makeup, it was very hard. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw on one of these shimmers, and I'm thinking of one right now. That one is called, why these, Push It? I hope it's called Push It, but it's like a little shimmer. So we just want to see that gold pop on the eyes, something really subtle. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just throw this shimmer right on top of the eyes. I feel like it's more like a hologramish, like one side. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, don't go broke trying to be a self-taught makeup artist. Like, I would tell you right now, when I started as a makeup artist, I was a cashier, and thank goodness for that. I was getting 40% off Sephora products. I think it was 40% off Sephora. I think it was 50 or 40% off Sephora products, and then 30% off other products. And that's when I was able to kind of really try makeup. Even that, when you work, we'll get, that's another thing. But just trying makeup, being able to take it home. A self-taught makeup artist, you know, but working at Sephora though, like it was a little both. Like, I wasn't getting trainings yet. I was just a cashier, so I was definitely starting off as self-taught. But when I started there, it was definitely one of those things where like, oh, I want to try this, but I don't want to go broke. Like, how can I afford $500 worth of makeup? Because ultimately that's what it really comes up to, because I spent that much before. You need brushes, you need foundation. Foundation alone can be $30 to $50, so it can get very expensive. Whereas if you are a professional makeup artist, honey, you are getting discounts. You get a discount, you get a discount, you get, what Oprah say? Okay, so I'm just gonna say, if you're able to work in a retailer, go for it. Go for it for the discount. You don't even gotta be there for all day, every day. Make your schedule maybe 2 or 3 times a week and still be self-taught. But then you start to get into the category of, because if you go around like holiday time, let's just say holiday time, you wanna get hired at Sephora, Ulta, or whatever store. You could stay there just for holiday and get the discount, okay? And then you can revamp your whole makeup setup, okay? Now you got something to work with, new products. Now so I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some lashes and a lip, and then we'll be back to talk about what I feel like anybody, or what someone should do when they're deciding to be a self-taught makeup artist or a pro makeup artist. Okay guys, so I'm back. I gotta just get my lashes together for y'all. But I just want to say, this look is amazing. I have on the chestnut lip liner with the Laguna lip oil by Nars. Like, this lip oil is, this is everything. This is everything. That's my new little one too. And then, you know, I have on the Beautybysheek lashes. Yes, I know y'all probably like yes, I said it, Beautybysheek lashes. I am dropping a lash collection, and that's one of my big announcements as we go closer to 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, y'all might as well go ahead and subscribe now, because we only going up from here. But I really love this look because it's a signature look for me. This is very like soft, glam, not too much, you know. We got a little pop on the cheek right there, but overall I do think you cannot make a wrong decision if you want to be a self-taught makeup artist or a professional makeup artist. It does not make you lesser than the other. As again, I listed some pros and some cons. You know, there are many benefits of being a self-taught makeup artist, and there are some cons to being a self-taught makeup artist. You're definitely gonna go through a lot of trials and tribulations. If I could do it all over again, I would go the exact same route. I would do it, everything exactly the same. I don't think I would want to have went to school right off the bat. Like, I went to get my degree, and then I went off to get my esthetician's license, and that took a year and some change. But at the same time, it wasn't a forced relationship that I have being a makeup artist. I wasn't forcing this on me. It came naturally and gradually over time. Like, I did not think I was going to wake up tomorrow and think I'm going to be the best makeup artist out here in Boston. I know I'm one of the best. I won't say I'm the best, but I'm one of the best, you know, because there are a lot of makeup artists that, you know, they've been through different trainings, you know, they learned stuff from the highest of highest. They've done celebrity makeup, and there's so much that you can do when being a makeup artist that, you know, one thing does not define you. So I just started off doing eyeshadow because I cut off all my hair. So that's where it started for me. And, you know, if it starts for YouTube for you and then you go from there, it started there. So there's no right or wrong answer. And this video is not to deter you from being a self-taught makeup artist. But I just want to say thank you all for watching this video. And if you like this video, put a thumbs up. If you dislike the video, still put a thumbs up, and put in the comments and tell me what you like, what you want to see, and just everything you're looking forward to, because we have so much coming. Yes. and I'm excited. Now I'm going to brunch, but you know, this looks amazing. And again, I will list all the products below, and don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you all later. Bye.